Welcome back to On the Branch. What is that? Esperanto?
Spanish?
Oh, Mongolia. Okay. Is Mongolian a language?
Yes.
I imagine they had to have had their own specific
like, even if it's
language.
just like a variation on Chinese?
No, it's probably further back, but like it's, well, I guess most Asian languages probably have common roots, right?
I mean, like most languages have some sort of common root.
I think some might have been independently developed or so far apart that we can't linguistically tell them apart. I don't think you can see the Germanic influences. Well, like look at North American native languages.
John, look at Spanish and Italian.
Yeah, well, those were right next to each other and developed at the same time, and they're both developed
Latin based.
Yeah. All right. 30 meters. How long do we got? 20 minutes. This is gonna be a two-part thing.
Episode.
Oh! It's gonna be a 2-episode Katamari. Wow, you just bounced.
That was a lot.
Wasted
a lot of time falling down.
Did we at least yell timber?
No, we did not. Oh, I like this song. This is like one of the chill songs.
Yeah, you specifically said this is the Frank Sinatra one that you really like. Do you like Frank Sinatra? I'm quite ambivalent towards him.
It depends. He has some songs that are like, yeah, that's the Sinatra.
Fly Me to the Moon, yeah.
And then other ones that it's like, you're kind of racist.
Like I liked The Lady is a Tramp or something like that. I think he did a version of Luck Be a Lady Tonight that was really good. I do like a lot of Frank Sinatra. Come to think of it, I like him more than if you asked me, do you like Frank Sinatra? I would say no, but then if you said, name 5 Frank Sinatra songs that you like, I could probably Google and find 5 that I'm like, yeah, I like all these songs.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Good job, Frank Sinatra. You knew how to make some good hits.
Back when you were still alive.
Yeah.
You've been dead for a long time now.
Yeah. I think he only died like 10 or 15 years ago, right?
Yeah, that's still a long time. Hey!
I mean, I guess that's half your life ago. Yeah, you're 30 now.
I know, I'm fucking old.
You're old now. Welcome.
I mean, much like that cake that I made for Jamie for her 33rd birthday.
It said you're old?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that for her 40th birthday. Are we at a point in society now where it's okay to disclose your age? I feel like it is because, like, Facebook is often a common thing. Like, a lot of social media sites have your exact birthday.
Yeah, like, most places, like, if you didn't want it public...
You could hide it, but...
you would have had to have hidden it, like, a long time ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, geez, like, our friend... what do we call the new friend, our new gender non-binary friend who's, like... planning on helping us with the channel a little bit and is going to LA with us, or went to LA with us. Do we call them Amy? I
don't know what we call them yet. Let's refer to them as Friend X.
Okay,
for now.
Friend X. Because, yeah, we have not...
Because it's like Mega Man.
Friend X.
And we don't know how involved they will get in the channel. We'll see.
I found their exact, like, their voting records, which includes, like, their birth date, their home address, and this is just knowing first name, last name. I just Googled, like, oh, I'm curious about this person. First name, last name. Oh, here's their full name, here's their voting record, you know, here's where they live.
And it's like... Google.
Wow, like, I now know like, I know enough that I could probably talk my way, like, I know their phone number already. I could probably hack into their phone, by you know, social engineer hack into their phone.
Yeah.
I could probably, at which point
do bad things.
I could probably do a full, like, I am aware enough, and, you know, and good enough at the social engineering, I could probably fully steal this person's identity. And they barely have one. You know, they're in their early 20s.
Yeah.
You know, like, that sucks.
I mean, that's how social media works these days.
It's not even social media, it was voting records.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. Well, social engineering.
Oh, yeah, because, like, part of that identity theft would be like, okay, now I get into their Facebook account. Oh, they don't have a Facebook account. Now I get into whatever account.
Now I get into LinkedIn.
Yeah, which isn't too hard, as it's been found out. Like, whew, I'm glad I haven't touched my LinkedIn account in 10 years.
Right.
When I realized that people that work waged jobs that they get, you know, referrals to through their union. Like, nobody in my industry is looking at LinkedIn to hire people. They're just like, who's applying? Because, like, we know how to find... If I'm out of work, I know how to find people. There's not a whole lot of headhunting. Any headhunting is like, this manager worked with you before and wants you on their team again. Yeah. And they're willing to make concessions like, oh, you like taking time off? Well, I'm the boss. You can take as much unpaid time off as you want. Or, I will give you this posh position of, like, you know, that you'll be the refrigeration guy because you like doing refrigeration. You know, they do things like that. They can't get you, like, your schedule usually, but they can like, finagle things for you. Yeah. They can do things where it might be worth quitting your job if you've only been working where you were for a year or two. Yeah. And I know people that have been headhunted in my trade. It's actually kind of cool. I like that idea that if you're good enough and make enough inroads with managers, you have that extra layer of job security of if you're out of work, someone will scoop you up fairly quickly.
Be nice.
It's nice to make that shooting stop. I don't know if you're going to get over that fast.
Nope.
You just come back later and you can... Ooh, those guys.
Yeah, I can get those now.
Excelente.
No, it's unleaded.
That's Spanish for excellent. I bet you didn't know that.
I mean...
Excelente is a type of gas. Have we talked about my complaint that people they look for their favorite gas station because it's got better gas?
But
has this
all
come
gas
up?
is honestly
but
the
all
same.
gas is the same. Like there's a consortium that says these are the rules for tier 2 gasoline, and every gas station has tier 2 gasolines with the exact same specifications. And you might get like as much as a mile to the gallon difference on fuel economy.
There's only a minor variation.
As clean as them all. They all have the same additives. It's the same gas, everybody. Just get whatever is cheapest. It's fine, I swear.
Go to that Arco. Go to that Papa
now,
Murphy
some
gas.
engines do like it if you put in like
nitrates.
No, the
sulfates.
No. The what? Not premium. The middle. You know, the mid-grain and the premium every now and then. Some like it. Mine doesn't. Like mine says specifically, do not put premium or mid-grade. This needs to have 85 or 87 octane in it, and anything else is harming the engine. So I just get the cheapest gas.
Unleaded super and premium,
something like that. Ooh, you can get all the fence now. Go back and get that fence. That's good, easy size. Just pole vaulting. Oh, you want to get some of the fish?
I want to get the fishy fish.
The tuna. Something smells a little fishy here.
Yeah.
That was a little too... Oh, you get those robots now. Yeah.
All them boats.
Yeah, all the boats and goats.
Oats and boats?
Oats, yeah, oats and boats.
One of our favorite streamers.
Yeah. Did he ever run it?
Always cheer for him for the Metroid.
This year? I don't know.
No, he doesn't.
He didn't. It's in the past now, Amarith.
Yeah, sure.
Unless it's not.
No, it's in the past. Everything's in the past. Unless it's in the future.
Yeah.
Because the now is
not
happening
just that,
now.
but once again, most of our viewers do not watch daily. Most of our viewers...
Like they'll binge watch or...
Yeah, most of our views are binge
and that's
views.
fine.
Yeah, that's fine. You just...
watch
we
when
like
you
to
want.
be topical. So, if you do like topical, we like
then
to be
watch
topical.
every day. Otherwise...
Yeah. We're up every day at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Unless I'm sick or something fucks up.
Unless the upload screws up, or you're sick, or a life emergency happens. I mean, gosh, one time I think it was technically daily content if you count like Hawaii. Like it went up after midnight our time because the render kept failing over and over. Like it would have been up at 10:30 a.m.
Well, I found out what that problem was, and it was the dumbest thing ever.
What was it again?
It was that the hard drive was too full.
Oh, and it just didn't tell you.
It's that it doesn't take up the entirety of the hard drive when it renders the video.
Right.
But it needs that space open for interpretation.
Probably for shuffling information back and forth.
Yeah, well, it's like writing out the file.
So it literally just needed to give you a low hard drive warning, and that it wasn't giving you. Ooh, those guardrails are definitely rollable.
Yeah, I'm getting to there.
Okay.
I need to get all this.
Gotta get. Get all of them. You can get those signs on top of the building.
I'm getting there. Chill out.
I'm sorry.
Your backseat Katamari.
We're at that point in the game now where everything is. You can get that.
I can eat this.
It says I can eat this.
That's stupid meme.
I love that meme. I don't remember those pipes. I think the game just didn't look good enough on the PS2 for me to realize they were pipes.
Probably not. They probably just look like weird things.
Well, I wonder if they changed the maps a little bit. I imagine they didn't. I imagine this is just the exact same game, 16:9 aspect ratio applied, 1080p, done.
Yeah, I mean, that's simple enough.
Yeah.
I mean, what more could you want? You know?
In fact, this might just be emulated.
Like they're emulating the PS2.
Because the PS2 emotion engine is like a beast to code for. So yeah, this might just be running on top of a PlayStation 2 emulator. How funny would that be?
I mean...
and I bet it's still better than the PlayStation 1 Classic at emulating PlayStation 1 games. You heard about that, right?
No, I did not.
That the NES and SNES Classic, people have hacked them to run other software.
Yes,
and it turns out they run a better PlayStation 1 emulator more consistently than the PlayStation Classic.
That's
or Mini or whatever it's called. I think it's called the PlayStation Classic. Yeah, it's the NES Mini and the SNES Mini. But yeah, that hardware is better at running the original PlayStation emulator, and and you can put a better emulator on it. That, yeah, it's just bad news. Come on, Sony.
Because yeah, people've been using the SNES Classic for randomizers still.
Oh, cool! That's a good idea. Yeah, they just load ROMs into it.
Like instead of a SD to SNES or just a straight up emulator.
That would actually be a really good way of validating runs too, like as not cheated. You know what I mean? Like that could become a standard. Like now there is hardware you can play on, except they're not going to continually make it available for long enough.
Well, they're discontinuing, I think, the NES.
No,
Classic.
both. As soon as they're out of stock, they're done. Now they might bring them back in the future, or they might decide to do a combo. I wish they would just do a combo one.
Yeah.
Do one that has all the way up to the N64. I understand not wanting to put GameCube games because you put 20 GameCube games on a thing, and now you're taking up a lot of physical space.
Yeah.
But that's it, because next time on The Branch, we got to split this episode up.
Oh, God, no!
We're going over time!
Ah!